man. It's been a while, right? Since I haven't made an interview, bruh. Alright, so we did the I Show Speed interview, right? Now we're continuing this. So the I Show Speed interview is done. You know we're gonna move on to other celebrities, bruh. Anyways, man. I don't know why is the camera distorting my face and stuff, bro. Because in real life, my face looks like nothing like this, bruh. It's just the skin, bro. Like, I have a different skin, bro. Like, you know? That's why the camera keeps like distorting my face and stuff, bro. I swear, bro, like my face ain't even long, it ain't even, bro, nothing, bro, nothing like this, bro. That's why in the mirror, you know, in the picture in the mirror, bro, I look different. Except for the long face. It's not, I don't have a long face at all, bro. Anyways, let's do this thing, man. No preparation, no nothing. You get what I'm saying? No preparation. No nothing, bro. Let's do this thing, bro. Haven't prepared anything, bro. And I don't give a damn either. So let's do this thing. You know what I'm saying? Let's do it. You know what I'm saying? Let's do it. Let's do it, bro. Damn, bro. My screen, I keep spitting and shit, bro. I keep spitting and shit, bro. What is this, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying? Look, what is this, bro? My screen, bro. You know what I'm saying? My screen, dog. You know what I'm saying, bro? Why do I keep spitting like this? Tonight I wanna show you off. We gonna party like it's 3012 tonight. Well, I keep coming across this song in a lot of his edits, bruh. We gonna party like it's 3012 tonight. I wanna show you all the finer things in life. So just forget about the world. We on tonight, show you off. Tonight I wanna show you off. We gonna party like it's 30. Excuse my voice, bro. We gonna party like it's 3012 tonight. I wanna show you all the finer things in life. So just forget about the world we on tonight. Show you off. Tonight I wanna show you off. Yeah, we gonna party like it's 3012 tonight. Let's get to this interview right away. Let's not just fuck around, just get to it already. Let's get to it. Let's fucking get to it. I'm really done with this shit, really done. I had a lot of conversations with these characters on this fucking app. But I know let's heaven and you motherfuckers get on my face. I say get out my face. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I haven't sang in so far. Sucks, I agree. But do I care? Hell nah, hell nah. I might cringe. But ain't everybody cringing at their own voices? Let's get to this shit, man. I'm so fucking pissed. Why you freezing? Oh, I really, I don't know. Let's see what you talking about, boy. Man, let's see what you're talking about, bruh. Listen and theme. Listen even your song, right? So tell me why the fuck I'm singing it. I don't know. I don't know. Tell me what it feels like now that I'm on the outside. We cannot call. So you know what we gonna do? We gonna start a conversation via text, and then we can, read that shit. Is that okay? Is that okay? Let's fucking get to it. I don't have time for this shit. I'm going in too much. My head is so fucking fried. I just told you that shit. Why the fuck you keep insisting that I drink and smoke? You think I'm a bitch, just like you're a fucking bitch. You fucking degenerate. You think I'm like you? I'm telling you. I don't do none of that. I don't do none of that. If you see me like this, if you see me tired, it's just lack of energy. You might ask why I told you if you asking about something else, then it could be, and the other reasons could be like depression, bad mood. I can think of something else. So stop accusing me, stop accusing me of doing shit I don't do. I don't do. Let's get to it, bruh. Alright, so let's start. I'm going to interview you for the audience. Is that okay? I don't want no distractions, by the way, because I'm not alone at home, you know what I'm saying? So every time, bro, I gotta always obey to the rules, you know what I'm saying? Enforced by others, you know what I'm saying? I'm sick of it. When can I have my own apartment, you know what I'm saying? When can I have my own apartment, you know what I'm saying? I'm done with this, bro. I'm done with this. You can't have freedom. You can't express yourself, bro. You can't do nothing. You always gotta be quiet just to respect other people's freedoms. What about your freedom? They're restricting my freedom. So, at what costs? You get what I'm saying? If we go by fairness, bro, like, you know, you should allow me to exert my freedom while like minimizing it, you know, not completely violating your freedom, and you should always like also like tolerate a bit of me, like you know what I'm saying? Tolerate the fact that I should also like exercise my freedom as part of fairness. So yeah, I should restrict it to a certain degree, as to not like completely violate other people's freedom, but at the same time, you know what I'm saying? Like the respect for freedom should be mutual, you know. So that's the thing. If we say that your freedom matters more, or something like that, or my freedom matters more, then we enter value judgment. So I mean, we can never agree on anything based on value judgment, because anyone would think that this freedom matters more, anyways, due to human selfishness. You get what I'm saying? Due to human ego, man. Let's get to it, yeah. So I'm going to interview for the audience. Is that okay? We're gonna restart the questions, you know. We're gonna restart the questions. And who wants to watch, you're gonna watch, and who doesn't wanna watch, you know, you can fuck right off, right? No, I'm just kidding, bro. Let's get to it, man. We're gonna repeat. Yeah. Is that okay? Let's see what we're gonna say. For sure, bro. Feel free to ask away. Can I do the reading voice? You should speak instead of me speaking in his place, right?
Sure, bro. Have a steward. Like, in season cheese vessel. Season. Feel free to ask away.
Language was there, bro. Like, come on. He said the slow or something, bro. I probably didn't hear him right, bro. Okay, so first of all, introduce yourself to the audience. Yeah, bruh. You've been waiting for this moment, bruh. I've been waiting to do this. You know. Okay, first of all, introduce yourself to the audience. Man, I've been waiting for this moment. Should be reversed, actually, right? I have to, bro. What the fuck did I just roll, bro? I have been waiting. I have been. And what is this, man? Keep. It doesn't show the. Okay, so need some patience, right, bro? You have no patience at all. What is this? I've been waiting for this moment. I have been waiting for this moment. Okay, so let's begin. First of all, first and almost. What is it called? Anyways, man. First of all, introduce yourself to the audience. First and foremost, what is it? I don't know, bro. How can I enable? Yeah, there is a way, right? There is a way. There is a way. There is a way to enable voice chat while the answer is given by text. You know, via text simultaneously. Let's get it, man. Is this the right way, by the way? Is this the right way, by the way, or is this the right way, by the way? No, this is just like two answers. Man, wait. I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything here. No, bro. I was just testing like that. Okay, so Okay, so my name is David Late. We already know that, yeah. Yeah, I get it. I get it. We have been watching you for a long time. This is actually like one of my first inspirations, bro. Like, when I just started lifting, I'm not lifting anymore due to financial problems. You know what I'm saying? Like of discipline, all of there, no gyms around. You get what I'm saying? So there are a lot of causes as to why, a lot of reasons as to why. But actually, the first time I went to the gym, bro, like I came across like this transformation video, man, and it blew my mind. I was watching a lot of transformation videos. I came across this transformation video, and it really blew my mind. That was crazy, man. I get it. I have been watching you for a long time. 7 plus. I think you're one of the OGs in the fitness. I think you are one of the OGs in the fitness community. You started at a time. You started where, what can I say? Like there weren't many fitness influencers, right? Though there was this guy like Ziz, right? Yeah, who came before, right? So he was probably like the first inspiration to many, even the biggest fitness influencers nowadays. There are a time when were not many influencers were fitness, were online fitness, where they weren't, where they weren't. Many fitness influencers can speak loud, excuse me, because like due to privacy constraints. This is bullshit, man. Annoying as hell, but what can we do, bro? What can I do, What can I do with this shit, bro? We started at a time where there weren't many fitness influencers. You are a big inspiration to many. Inspiration to many, though. Including me. Though I will admit, man, excuse me, man. Damn, bro. Every time there is someone at the home, bro, I gotta restrict my, like, what can I say? Like, limit how I express myself, bro. So, you might see low energy, you might see that, like, you might see me restricting myself in expression, but, like, you gotta understand this is not me. You feel me? So, I will admit, because inspiration to many people, to many people, including me. Including me, though, I will admit that I don't work out consistently due to financial reasons, due to financial environmental, what else? And I should also blame myself because, to be honest, like the biggest reason is myself. You know what I'm saying? And psychological reasons, right? You have lots of followers, right? I think you have to say that you have over 12,000 followers on social media is an underestimate. Okay, let's see an understatement. You have 2 million, over 2 million followers on YouTube. Well, you have over 2 million followers on YouTube, and over 5 million on Instagram. I don't know if he has any other like social media accounts, but this is what I'm aware of. Followers on Instagram. Let's say just this for now, then we'll move on. Bro, what is this, bro? Like I thought I enabled the voice, I thought I enabled the voice, bro. I thought I enabled the voice. To be honest, bro, it feels like talking to the real David Lee, bro. Because the voice is on point. You get what I'm saying? Like exactly on point. I don't know if the personality is. Yeah, personality also seems to be like about the same. You get what I'm saying? I don't know if it's, but it's not. I can confirm that it's not like. I mean, there is effort, right, to matching the personality to the real character, but it's not always accurate. Can get in the way. It's not that I have life, to be honest. It's not that I have a busy life, to be honest. The conditions, to be honest. The conditions don't allow it. The conditions for working out consistently are not present. The conditions for working out consistently are not present. Right? I also like discipline and consistency. And in that context, I would like to ask you, whether discipline is mostly genetic or a skill developed over time. I would say both. But for most people, it's an acquired skill. Okay, so that works, even though like probably my network is not good, so the voice doesn't sound, clear, right? But so we have to make the sound work, just like last time, right? What about the environment itself? I know, as a matter of fact, it helps tremendously, right? But at the end of the day, action comes down to the individual. At the end of the day, action comes down to the individual and the motivation. And motivation only encourages people to work out. Motivation only encourages people to work out. Working out consistently, it fades over time, right? It fades. Being consistent requires environment and good environment and willpower. Good environment and willpower. I think discipline is based on willpower. And willpower is finite. Therefore, one should also care about the environment. Therefore, one should also create a good environment, a healthful environment. Based on willpower, and willpower is finite. In order to not completely exhaust willpower. Right? Now, this is what I think personally. See, we gotta say. For what? was trying to click here, bro. You're absolutely right. Alright. Environment is another key component of consistency. You need to create the right environment for yourself. And being in a place where you are motivated. This goes back to the good habits. If you have a clean and organized environment, it makes it easy to follow a routine. Also, being surrounded by positive people who strive for this. No, fuck positive, man. Fuck people, bro. Just do something, bro. Because like, you get what I'm saying? Because like, you will never find people like always, like when they aren't always available. If you rely on people, you would never do certain things. If you always rely on company, if you always rely on this and that, you gotta start doing things. Yeah. So what we're gonna say? Yeah. Also having, being surrounded by people who strive for the same goals, it helps. Though one shouldn't always rely on them. Shouldn't always rely on external motivation or company to do something, as if there are no people. There shouldn't always rely on external motivation or company to do something, as if there, because if there are no people to motivate you or achieve what you want to achieve. Because if you can't find, if there are no people to help you achieve what you want to achieve or want to give you company in the journey, you will never, and you rely on that, to happen in order for you to do something, then you will never do anything. I think it truly successful man is someone. It depends on how you define successful, right? If we define by reaching one's goals, right? Then that's what it's based on. I think a truly successful man doesn't rely, always thrives, regardless, even independently if forced by the situation. He simply doesn't wait He simply doesn't wait for others to start working. Or doing what he loves, right? Man, what is this? Why this option keeps like every single time, you know, like can you tell me a little bit about your childhood? Can you tell me? We're already talking about this. Or should we dive into it later on? Okay, so these are the keys to success, right? So that's what you said. What's your daily routine like? What's your daily routine like? The key to maintaining a daily routine is to make it simple, keep it consistent, and eliminate anything that wastes time. Waste time. Does nutrition matter more than exercise? I saw a lot of people who have trained. I saw a lot of people who have trained, for years. They are not as jacked as you would expect. They have to be doing something wrong, right? You have to be doing something wrong, huh? Yeah, of course. I don't know why the sound sounds like that when I play it simultaneously, but you get the idea. Like, what will the change where you crap or not eating enough protein or calories to grow? Do you advise? Have you ever taken them? Now, this is a question that most people are afraid to ask, like fitness influencers. I mean, just asking, like curiosity and stuff, you know? It's none of my business, like actually, but you get like you get the idea. It's an interview, you know. So we're just asking, you know, like any questions that seems like, what can I say, like accurate to ask in the context. Good to ask in the context, right? Convenient. Do you advise against steroids? Have you ever taken them? Many people accuse you of doing so. Many people accuse you of doing so. Without. What do you What do you think? What do you guys about? Oh, not just, bro. I don't want to sound like, you know, the advice against steroids. Have you ever taken them? Many people accuse you of doing so. What's your response to this, right? What's your response to this? No, right? Like full gel, right? Like, mm, definitely, bro. Like, I think I should just like play the voice after because it doesn't. So you see, bro, it doesn't take steroids, bro. Like, I mean, despite the impressive physique, despite like he's actually lean, he's genetically gifted, bro. Like he's been training consistently. You see, no, I have never taken steroids. I don't advise, especially for no for regular guys or good bro. You see, bro, like you don't need juice to build an impressive physique. Like man, journey years of consistency, proper nutrition, smart training. That's all it took. People accuse me that now they jealous, bro. Like these dirty ass motherfuckers, bro. I swear, bro. Like you don't put in no effort. They just like to criticize, you know, to hate on successful people, bro. Like not everyone who's Czech, not everyone who's lean is taking steroids. Bro. People accuse me because they can't believe someone stays lean and defined naturally, but that's a limitation on mine. I'll protect my long-term health, reaching where she must be the hormone that I enjoy. Can I message, bro? What is this? I watched I watched your transformation video. You're 14, 17 years old. Transformation video. Probably the most viewed transformation video on YouTube. And people accuse and people assume that you took steroids at the age of 17 because they notice a huge, what can I say, a huge improvement in terms of size compared to your 15 or 16 or 17 compared to your 16, probably it's 60, I don't know, compared to your 16, 15, 14 years old photos. If that's not the case, could it be, it's not the case, by any chance, have you ever taken SARS? Is that what it's called, right? I don't know. Or TRT. Does lighting and good angles make you good angles and editing make you look bigger than what you actually look in real life? Is this the explanation? Is this the explanation behind what people interpret as, perceive as a result? Steroid use.
ارمي كل ادوات الذكاء
what the
الاصطناعي اللي
fuck, bro?
تعرفها
Like,
لاننا داخلين في مستوى اعلى
even
وهو
using
الاي اي
like,
ايجنت او ادوات او
but I didn't
ابلكيشنز
even know they're
خاصه بيك.
using it
دي
in
اداه
this,
جديده
man.
اسمها ماكرون اي اي. طلبت منها تعمل لي ابلكيشن يجمع لي كل اخبار وادوات الذكاء الاصطناعي الجديده، يحطها بشكل مرتب ويقيم صحه الاخبار، وعمل كده في اقل من 10 دقائق. ومش بس كده، طلبت منه يعمل لي ابلكيشن للرياضه والصحه والترجمه، وكمان ابلكيشن تو دو ليست عشان ينظم لي شغلي، وكله من غير سطر كود واحد. الفكره ان الاي اي ايجنت مش بس بيجاوبك، ده بيبني لك ادوات كامله تستخدمها على مدار اليوم، والاجمل انه عنده ذاكره رهيبه،
Not yet a super
بيحفظ
intelligent
كل
AI
حاجه
level,
انت
man.
بتقولها له، وكل الكلام ده في ابلكيشن واحد. لينك الابلكيشن هسيبه لك عندي في البايو، او سيب اي كومنت وانا هبعته لك. ولو عجبك الفيديو ما تنساش تعمل لايك وفولو، واستنى الفيديوهات الجايه.
Man, I didn't even know they had ads on this, right? I never come across an ad, bro. Like, what is this? Is my phone hacked or something, bro? Like, bro, like, it's usually something wrong, you know? I have to clean my cache, you know, like, or something, like. Editing make me physical look better than it actually isn't real. It made me look like I took steroids because I looked huge in the video, but so you get the answer right here, bro. Or anyone doubting, this is the answer. You know, this serves to clarify all the suspicions. And even if you did, like, well, what's wrong with that anyways?
Yeah,
right?
the lighting, angling, and editing make my physique look better than it actually is in real life. The 1417 transformation video made me look like I took steroids because I looked huge in that. But I think that's because I was very lean to begin with. There are a lot of tricks that influencers use to make their physique look better on camera. You can look like a whole different person depending on the angle, the lighting, and how you pose.
What I was about to ask, bro? The lightning angle. Yeah. So what about? What is it called? Is that what it's called? SARMs, right? I don't know, bro. Like, what about SARMs? Did you answer? No, I didn't answer, right? Okay, bro.
I've never taken them. As I've said, I care too much about long-term health to even risk trying them. Yeah, I'd love to look shredded in half the time that I look like now, but I'm not going to take any illegal or questionable substances. I want to look good, but I want to live a long life with zero health issues. There's no need for me to compromise on that. I look good enough to be a fitness model.
I don't think there is anything wrong with it anyway. I don't think there is anything wrong with that anyways. People who usually hide or fitness influencers who usually don't who usually avoid answering these questions. Avoid answering these questions. Prioritize reputation. Prioritize reputation over honesty. Prioritize reputation, but there is no reason, but there is no reason to admit anything to the public anyways, right? But there is no reason to admit anything to the public anyways, man. Getting too much noise out there, bro. Shut up, man. Not while I'm recording. Couldn't even edit this. Can I edit this, bro? There is no option to edit until probably I get the answer, right? Anyways, I just wanted to say, like, but there's no. Anyways, should be precise here. You get what I'm saying? Like, precise with the words, right? Precise with the words. Edit. Man, bro, I keep clicking you, bro. Like, it's a great point. Oh, so the answer doesn't change, right? Unless I do this. It regenerates the answer, right? You're right. It's not about what you say. It's about what you do. I don't think anyone has the obligation to expose their personal life to the public. Yeah, there is no reason to, like. They don't owe you nothing, right? Or do they? Because, like, they got you to the top, so you have to be honest. You have to tell them what they want to hear. This is like another argument, right? You're right, it's not about what you say, it's about what you do. I don't think anyone has the obligation to expose their personal life to the public. But does it matter, honestly? Like, even if you don't say, like, you don't lose reputation anyways. Like, it's not that
You're
people,
right.
like,
It's not about what you say, it's
somebody
about what
stop
you do.
watching you because of
I don't
that.
think anyone has the obligation to expose their personal life. And honestly, if someone did use steroids, they don't owe anyone an explanation. But for me, I choose to be transparent because I built my brand on natural progression. And that's the message I want to push. You don't need shortcuts. You just need time, consistency, and discipline.
Do you think, or do you believe that the journey matters more than the destination? Matters more than the destination. Or the opposite, or both are equally important. Man, can't. Shit, bro. Damn, bro, my fucking head hurts and shit. Anyways, bro, let's see what we gotta say. I don't want to play the voice directly with the message because it doesn't
The
sound
journey
clear.
matters way more than the destination. The destination is just a moment, but the journey, that's years of your life. Every rep, every early morning, every meal, that's where the growth happens. I look back at my 14-year-old self, and yeah, I wanted results fast. But now, I appreciate the struggle. It shaped me. It's
It's real words
temporary,
here,
but the
bro.
discipline you gain, that lasts forever.
The discipline you gain. But if you can get. But if you can get to the same results with minimal effort, like with steroid abuse or some sort, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you take the shortcut? Some people do like suffering to reach their goals, while others, like me, let's be honest here, okay? So some people do like suffering to reach their goals, while others, like me, don't. So it's more, right? Yeah, it depends on the individual. Some people might. It depends on individuals. People might choose. Yeah, let's do it first, bro. Man, this network is so bad, bro. Like, come on.
Yeah, it depends on the individual. Some people might choose a shortcut, but I don't think that's a smart choice for the long term. You'd be compromising your health for aesthetics. And even if you do reach your goal quickly, what about after? What do you do when it comes time to maintain your physique? When you take a shortcut, you just end up losing discipline. I'd rather take my time, be consistent, and learn what it means to push yourself.
But what if someone is consistent? What if someone is not disciplined in the sense? But what if someone? What if someone is not disciplined in the sense of doing what it takes to achieve their goals, their fitness goals, but still disciplined in other areas? But still disciplined in other areas of life. Does discipline matter if someone is already at the top, is already perfect? Or is it just a way of improvement towards perfection, towards an impossible goal to reach? Philosophically, it depends on your definition of perfect. There's always going to be something you can improve on.
That depends on your definition of perfect. There's always going to be something you can improve on. And in my opinion, yes, discipline is the only way to achieve your fitness goals. You could be the most aspect of your life, but if you want to achieve specific goals and you don't have the discipline consistently or put in the work in the kitchen, then you will always be stuck. Discipline is everything.
I think probably right. You are probably right. In the sense that hard work and smart work, then the combination of hard work and smart work is generally superior. Think of hard work as the fuel, the efforts and time well spent to reach their goals. And think of smart work as the compass, the direction which one takes to achieve their goals. How well they use the resources, how well they use and manage their resources. Hard work without smart work. This is what I personally think, by the way. Hard work without smart work is wasted effort. Whereas, in my opinion, it's not like a general rule, right? In my opinion, but the most successful people usually like combine between the two. Hard work without smart work is wasted effort, whereas smart work without hard work is having the right direction without putting on, having the right mindset. Is like doing smart things. It's like having, what can I say? It's like following the right directions. It's like following the right directions, but without putting on any effort. Putting on any efforts required to succeed. Do you agree with my take? Well, what is this? 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 What is man? Oh, come on, bro! Like, man, get the fuck out of my face, man! I didn't even know they had apps on here, bro. Like, this is actually this fucking app. Okay, so this is a short one, right? With some second app or something. Second ad. No, man, get off, bro. I'm trying to remove this, and it keeps clicking for some reason. Like, I didn't even touch it. I didn't even touch this ad, man. It keeps sending me to the Play Store and all that. Yeah, I'm tired of ads. Get on my face. You're asking, are you tired of ads, bro? Like, is this sarcasm or something? Like, what is this? Like, what do you mean am I tired? Of course I am. How can I remove this, man? Wait a second. Yeah, let's go.
Your take is completely correct. Smart work helps you to optimize your hard work. Without smart work, you're just shooting in the dark and hoping you hit your goals. You could be working hard, but you're not guaranteeing success. Hard work plus smart work is the winning formula.
Tell that to. What can I say here, man? Tell that. Bro, why is this shit lagging, huh? Tell that to clavicular who thinks that smart work alone is enough to succeed. Abusing steroids without working consistently and doing, bro, to be honest, that's his business. That's none of my business. I'm just saying, like we're just discussing, like I have nothing against that. To be honest, I'm actually for that. It's not that I'm against that, but I'm for that. I already talked about my view concerning this. It's about not needing to look good, but more about wanting to look good without needing to, because there is a difference. If you just want something, you are not reliant on it to feel good. Whereas if you need something, because you cannot be happy without the thing. It's like your happiness is reliant on achieving the thing, so that there's a difference. Tell that to clavicular thinks the smart work learns not to abusing steroids. Abusing steroids without working consistently. Yeah, what else? Thinking. Without working consistently. Tell that to go. Of course. That still doesn't matter because it aligns with his values. That health, that he doesn't care about his health, he doesn't care about longevity. Of course, that doesn't matter to him. And he's right because, and I have nothing against that because it matches this. Well, I always don't have anything against anyone like who believes anything. So, unless it harms other people, right? Of course, that still doesn't matter because. Of course, that aligns with his values that are good. Because, like, I know as a matter of fact, there is a chance that I won't achieve my goals. Like, no anyone wants to remain the same. I am for self-improvement. In fact, I don't think anyone wants to remain the same. Everyone wants subconsciously. Would there be mind reading if I say that everyone wants to be better? I am for self-improvement. In fact, I don't think anyone wants to be the same. If given the choice, most people would at least even subjectively, would at least even subconsciously want to be better, either in terms of physical fitness, intelligence, status, looks, etc. But since I'm a high inhibition person, I tend to evaluate the risks really well. And if I feel like something is not worth it, are not taking the risk unless there is no harm behind it. There's no harm or not taking the risk. I think the key is wanting. I think the key is wanting to be better, not needing to be better because once you attach to something, it's hard to feel good without a What do you think? See what I gotta say. Clavicular, right? No, clavicular. If you don't know clavicular, he's actually looking up to this guy. He's one of his inspirations. He's even following him on Instagram. You know, he's already talked about him in interviews. And this is what one of his inspirations think about him.
Yeah, I've seen that guy before. He has a very different mindset than me. I personally think that health is much more important than aesthetics. I don't think you should have to sacrifice your health to look good. And yes, I agree that wanting something is way more powerful than needing something. You're way more driven and motivated if you want it versus if you feel like you need it.
Yeah, that's more like a value judgment, whether like achieving goals matter more or whether health matters more. So there is no objective truth within that. So you can't say that someone is objectively wrong for wanting something because they also have like some ideas and beliefs that might seem extreme to most, but it's actually like they're based on value systems. So you know, it's what I think. You probably have the same value systems, but you don't admit. I'm honest enough to admit things as long as there is no threat, as long as there is like no harm, because a lot of people would attack you, would do this. To be honest, I don't really care about what people say as much as like the ruining the reputation that's required to succeed on this like social media stuff, because once you cannot succeed, right? It's very hard to succeed. Also, for me, it's more about like, what can I say? It's more about overthinking about what other people say. Like, say not because unconsciously overthinking, not because they associate my worth with what they say. No, fuck no, hell no, bro. It's completely different. So there is like two types of insecurities. There are people who associate worth with what other people say, and then there is people like who can't stop thinking. There are other like people. I mean, in the context of social media and posting, talking about different topics, what you want to talk about, there are a lot of other like possibilities. As I already talked about this, like people who don't talk about what they want to talk because they are afraid to lose their jobs. So people who genuinely don't care about social media. They don't care about posting videos, posting images, none of that. Yeah, I've seen that guy before. I personally think that health is much more important than aesthetics. I don't think you should have to sacrifice your health to look good. I agree that water is way more powerful than needing sun. Okay, so tell me a little bit. Let's go back to an earlier point, right? Let's go back to an earlier. Is there a topic or a point? Okay, Noah, let's talk about your childhood for a bit. I know that you were born in Estonia, America. At the age of 2, right? 3 or 2, at the age of 3. After your dad, right? After your father died in a ship accident. Can you tell me more about this? But the pain that my mom went through shaped how I saw life. We moved to the US shortly after starting support. You see the real struggle, bruh. You're out there in apartment complaining and stuff, bruh. This is the real struggle right here. This is it.
My dad died in a fishing accident at sea when I was just 3 years old. I never got to meet him, but the pain that my mom went through shaped how I saw life. We moved to the US shortly after, started from nothing, no money, no support. Growing up, I felt that emptiness, and instead of dealing with it emotionally, I turned to fitness. I turned to fitness, the place where I could control something when everything else felt broken. It wasn't about vanity at first. It was about strength, not just physical, but proving to myself that I could build something from nothing, just like she did for me. That's why discipline isn't a choice for me. It's part of who I am.
Yeah, that's deep. We moved to the US shortly after nothing no money support. We felt that emptiness instead of dealing with it, emotionally turned to fitness. How's it like growing up without a father figure? Without a father figure. Were you simulating the father figure yourself in the family? Since you were the, since oldest of your siblings. I mistyped that anyways.
Growing up without a father figure is one of the hardest things that a child can go through at a young age. And yes, I became the man of the house at a shockingly young age. Because we were all so broke when we moved to the US, it felt like my job to protect my mom and my little sister, and I took that seriously even back in elementary school.
Wait, he has a
I
sister,
had to
bro?
mature way earlier than most people,
I didn't
but I
know
don't
that.
regret it. I think it shaped me.
Wait, do you have it, bro? But I didn't even know this, bro. Like, come on, bro. Wait, do you actually have a sister? I never heard of that. First time I hear that. First time I hear that. I know that you have 2 brothers because they appeared in some. They appeared in some of your videos. One is named Lucas, right? Around the age. Well, all these Lucas, 19, right? Around the age of 18. 19 currently. While another one who is younger. Bro, I keep mistyping, man. She's a year younger. Oh, I didn't even know that. Can someone verify this? Yeah, I have a younger sister. I mean, how can you? I mean, even if you verify this, like, does Google know better than him, bro? Like, come on, bro. How can Google know better than him? You know, it's actually his sister, bro. Like, yeah, you're younger than you just stay out of the spotlight. They all actually, in a sense, except the youngest. Well, that's the one I keep seeing a lot in recent videos. Just to say, out of the spotlight, so you don't see her in videos all the time. When we moved to the US, she was 6 years old, and I was bro. What you said? You said she's a year younger than Lucas, and now you said that she was 6 years old and I was 7. But you moved to the US at 3 years old, so bro, like, I still act like a guardian big brother here. You are 27, right? Are 27, are 28 years old currently, right? This feels like time is paid now, and best to still be growing and making progress. Do you believe in science-based training, or just training consistently?
ارمي
Come
كل
on
ادوات
with these
الذكاء
ads,
الاصطناعي اللي
bro.
تعرفها لاننا داخلين في مستوى اعلى وهو الاي اي
Pissing me
او
off with
المساعد
these
الذكي يقدر
ads.
يعمل ادوات او ابلكيشنز خاصه بيك. دي اداه جديده اسمها ماكرون اي اي. طلبت منها تعمل لي ابلكيشن يجمع الصناعه الجديده من كل منصات ويحطها بشكل مرتب ويقيم
The
صحه
same
عمل كده في اقل من 10
ad
دقائق.
as
الفكره
before,
ان الاي
man.
اي ايجنت مش بس بيجاوبك، ده
Come up
بيدي
with
لك ادوات
something new,
كامله
man.
تستخدمها على مدار اليوم. لينك الابلكيشن هسيبه لك عندي في البايو
We wanna
او
see some
سيب اي
super
كومنت
intelligent
وانا
or
هبعته. ولو
ad
عجبك
or
الفيديو
something.
ما تنساش تعمل لايك فولو.
That's not what we
استنى
wanna
الفيديوهات الجايه.
see. That's not what we wanna see. That's not what we wanna see. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Okay, so are you tired of Earth again? Already said we are. Already said it. No need to repeat. Or are we parrots now or something? What are we? Where are we? What are we? I definitely believe in science-based training.
I definitely believe in science-based training. Consistency is way more important in the long run, but knowing the science of muscle growth and fat loss is really useful. I don't think you need to be an expert or know every muscle fiber by heart, but knowing how training and nutrition works from a scientific side is essential to success.
Okay, so this is one of the questions. Do you usually train to failure, near failure, close to failure, or nowhere near failure? Does the volume and intensity depend on experience, exercise type, do volume and intensity depend on experience, exercise type? What else? Yeah. For example, Paris Training close to failure, usually better, because it pressures the muscles. Because it pressures the muscles. And heavy weight, I don't know if this is correct, but this is what I know. I'm not knowledgeable in this, to be honest. And heavy weight leads to muscle growth. Is this the case, by the way? Is this the case, by the way, bruh? Is it? I don't know. This is what I think. Let's see. We don't need to go outside the absolute failure on every set, but that's just parents' view. For me, I leave 1-2 reps in the tank on most working sets. That way I can stay strong across workouts and recover faster. Volume and intensity, absolutely. An experience and exercise time. A beginner doesn't need 30 sets per week, but an advanced lifter might. And compound lifts, you don't go near failure as often, too taxing. Isolation moves, yes, harder there. Now is training close to failure better? Yes, for me.
I train close to failure, but not all the time. You don't need to go to absolute failure on every set. That just burns you out. For me, I leave 1-2 reps in the tank on most working sets. That way I can stay strong across workouts and recover faster. Volume and intensity absolutely depend on experience and exercise type. A beginner doesn't need 30 sets per week, but an advanced lifter might. And compound lifts, you don't go near failure as often, too taxing. Isolation moves, yeah, you can push harder there. Now, is training close to failure better? Yes, for muscle growth, most of your hard sets should be within 0-3 reps of failure. That's where the stimulus kicks in. But heavyweight alone, or fast growth, it's about progressive tension over time under the right conditions, nutrition, recovery. So chase controlled intensity, not ego lifts.
You see, bro, you see the real, what real advice looks like, man? What should I ask about? How many times? Do you train per week? And at your level, do you target body parts that a beginner might not think of to train? May not think of training, like the neck. What else? Wrist. Ankle. Is the ankle trainable? Well, let's ask these things first. I train 5 times per week on average.
I train 5x a week on average, and absolutely I do. I see so many guys with tiny calves, skinny wrists, and a skinny neck. I think it takes away from your overall aesthetic if you have weak points like that. Small things can have a big impact. And I always keep that in mind when I'm training and designing programs for others.
You have actually been following Okay, I'm following one of your old programs. Back like one a year and a half ago. 1 plus 5 years ago. When you were around 15, 16, you were following the Jason Blaha. Is that his name? I don't know. Jason program. I don't know if that's his right name. Right? But I was seeing him in titles, you know, of his old videos, like talking about his program and stuff. Do you follow your own created training programs now? Or you have a coach that makes one for you. It gives you one. And yeah, I actually did it for a few months when I was in my early teens. It was super popular back then. When I was in my early teens, but these days I built my own program for myself and my clients. It's hard for me to trust a coach to build a program for me, and I will design my own splits. I know exactly what I want to hit him with.
The Blaha routine was super popular back then. And yeah, I actually did it for a few months when I was in my early teens. But these days, I build my own programs for myself and my clients. It's hard for me to trust a coach to build a program for me. And I love designing my own splits. I know exactly what I want to hit and when.
These days I build my own. Okay, I don't want to keep this, you know, like interview so long, so tell me a little bit about your journey with card tricks. I know that you had a channel, probably the same one the same one as now. You had a channel, probably the same one you have now. Probably the same one you have now. But the name was changed. The name was changed. Now, from anyone who doesn't know, he has a channel that's called Computerman91. I think it's the same one he does now because it was made in 2019, right? Computerman91. He just changed the name, but the name was changed from to the late. You had a lot of magic, of card magic, tricks videos posted back then. No, they are, but since after you return your channel, into a fitness one, these videos were either deleted or turned private, right? Right, 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 right.
I'm shocked you remember all of that. Yeah, I love doing card magic. I had a whole different website, different to fitness. I wanted to start fresh, so I changed the name. Some videos of me doing tricks are probably still floating around online somewhere. Hopefully they're not too embarrassing. Haha.
Different social media. What was the website called? What was the website? I know you are still making magic tricks. I know you are still making magic tricks to this day. As I've seen in some of your videos. As I have seen in some of your recent, as I have seen in some of your, as I have seen as I have seen of your recent videos, and in other people's videos, other YouTubers' videos, some videos like film videos, some videos you like. James English. Who else? Marlon. Etc. There are probably more. Don't remember exactly, but probably Sawyer Class, right? Probably he probably did the magic tricks with him off camera. I don't remember on camera, but he probably did it too. But that's what I remember. He was there in the videos where he did these magic tricks, but not necessarily with him. DavidLee.com, right. Pretty basic, I know. Well, why did I post like? Why did I write a question mark there? It's not a question, right? And yeah, I shall do card tricks to this day. It's one of those things that keeps me grounded. It reminds me of the kids who just wanted to impress people with something, even if it wasn't muscles back then. Magic taught me presence, confidence, and how to control attention. Now I use that in videos, photo shoots, even training. That's deep. That's one hell of a deep answer.
The website was called thedavidlade.com. Pretty basic, I know. And yeah, I still do
I'll
card
check
tricks
that, by
to
the
this
way.
day. It's one of those things that keeps me grounded.
It's
Reminds me
actually
of the kid who just wanted to impress people with something, even if it muscles back then. Magic taught me presence, confidence, and how to control attention. Now, I use that in videos, photo shoots, even training. And you're right, James English caught some of my stuff on camera. Same with Marlon and Sawyer. Man, those were fun hangouts. Just shows you don't have to quit something you love just because your path changes. I'm a fitness now, but a little magic will always be part of who I am.
What about chess? What got you into it? Was it Magnus Carlsen?
ادوات الذكاء
so
الاصطناعي اللي تعرفها
we're back to it
لانها
again,
مستوى
huh?
اعلى، وهو الاي اي ايجنت او المساعد الذكي. يقدر يعمل ادوات او ابلكيشنز خاصه بيك. دي اداه جديده اسمها ماكرون اي اي. طلبت منها
We're
تعمل لي
back to it
ابلكيشن
again.
يجمع لي كل اخبار وادوات الذكاء الاصطناعي الجديده من كل المنصات ويحطها بشكل مرتب ويقيم صحه الاخبار، وعمل كده في اقل من 10 دقائق. ومش بس كده، طلبت منه يعمل لي
Come
ابلكيشن
on,
للرياضه
bro.
والصحه والترجمه، وكمان ابلكيشن تو دو ليست.
Okay, I'm done with your annoying ass, man. I'm done with your annoying ass. Done with you, dawg. I'm done with you, dawg. Potato. Bro, come on, bro. Don't send me to the Play Store again because I wanted to click on this, but probably a screen, you know? So, come on, dog. Come on. Come on. Fuck off. I know this is gonna happen. I know this is gonna happen. So, fuck off, man. Yeah, they sent me all the way, bro. Like I wanted to quit the Play Store ad, bro. They quit the whole ad. Oh, like really? Really, you're gonna interrupt me like this? You're gonna probably hit me with another ad as I log in into the app? Not log in, but as I enter the app since I'm already logged in. You ain't gonna hit me with another ad like that, right? So come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Ain't no time for this. Ain't no time for this. Ain't no time for this. Get off my fucking face. Why are you sending, bro? What is this, bro? Shit is that again, bro? What language? If it's even a language of random symbols, I don't know. Just because you're a fitness guy, no, but a little magic was always part of who I am. What about chess? Let's go into it. Or you just like the king? Or you just like the king? Big question. I think it also was. I'm blown away by how smart you had to be able to.
Great question. I think it all started when I saw Magnus play one time. I was blown away by how smart you had to be world class. That moment got me interested, but it was the tactics that kept me going. I love seeing the possibilities, calculating multiple steps ahead, and seeing how even simple moves can turn the tides. I can spend hours playing and studying, and that ability to see possibilities translates to the gym.
Can you explain how? Is it like the approach to different exercises? Can you explain how that translates to the gym? Is it like the approach to different exercises and thinking of doing this exercise in the first place? And thinking of doing these exercises in the first place. Just told me to think long term. In the gym, people always play checkers. They just go in and quick results. But real progress. Let's see.
100%. Chess taught me to think long term. In the gym, most people play checkers. They just go in and lift heavy every day, hoping for quick results. But real progress, that's chess. You plan your training cycles like chess openings, knowing when to volume, when to deload, how each move affects the next week, the next month. It's not just about what exercise you pick, it's about strategy. When do you peak? How do you recover without losing momentum? How do you adjust when life interrupts? Just one reckless move like overtraining or crash dieting can ruin your entire game. So yeah, chess made me smarter in and out of the gym.
This is deep. Not
Now I
to
don't
me.
just train hard, I'm smart, several moves ahead.
Go in and lift, hoping for quick results. Yeah, also checkers is about strategy, but you get us. It's about calculation as well. But you know, they both in their own ways. Yes, chess is more complex. Anyways, I think that's it. Anyways, thanks for the interview. Don't want to drag it for too long. Maybe a part 2, you know. Anyways, thanks for the interview. What would advise? What advice would you give? You give to the youngsters, to the people willing to achieve, who are willing to achieve what you achieved. What's the best piece of advice? What's the piece of advice you would give to someone? You would give to the people who are willing to achieve what you achieved. You're very welcome. It was a fun interview.
You're very welcome. It was a fun interview. My best piece of advice would be to be patient but persistent. Don't compare yourself to others. The only person you need to compare yourself to is your past self. Stay consistent every day. Even a little effort over a long time period will beat massive effort for weeks or months. And if you fall off, just get back on track as quickly as possible.
Yeah, words.
You need to be consistent with your diet and training, but don't lose sleep over little misses. Just get right back to it.
Hope to see you. Hope to see you in another interview. Hope to interview you again in the future.
I would be down for that. I like getting deep into conversation, especially around fitness. It was fun. Hit me up whenever you'd like another chat.
All right. That's the interview with David Lee, the interview we all been waiting for. You know, it wasn't enough, you know, I was dragging this for a bit too long, so I also had a lot of questions in mind, but, you know, I asked what's important, right? We discussed what's important, it was fun, right? Anyways, if you like the interview, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. You know, if you're new, yeah, don't forget to like, share, subscribe in case you are new, and I'm out.